We're set up here to face an off spinner, so the likes of Ashwin. And what I try and do when I face an off spinner is get out onto off stump. So I'll take a guard from the umpire, which will be off stump. I'll make sure that I'm very clear about where that off stump is, because then I find that when I stand across on off stump, I then can dictate terms a bit more. See, there's an example there of me getting right over outside off stump. The ball's probably pitched on off stump, and I've managed to get my bat in front of my pad and work with the spin. As you can also probably imagine there and also see is that I've used the crease really well there. I've got right forward. So it's vitally important that if you see the ball up there, as a batter, you either use your feet and you get right down and smother the ball into the offside, or get right back into your crease. Okay, so as you can see there, I've got right back into my crease. The ball wasn't that short, but because it spins and turns in India, you've got time to get deep in your crease and actually work with the spin. So two examples of getting right forward and hitting that gap, or getting right back and manipulating the same gap. What I'm going to show you now is an example of what Joe Root or Kevin Peterson may do. And this is the same delivery, where if I've got back and manipulated the leg stump, they'll try and get deep in their crease here and hit through the offside, where there tends to be less fielders for an off spinner. So you can see there how I've managed to get right outside leg stump, give myself as much time as I can to really get through the offside. Of course, Ashwin is in many ways a normal off spinner, but he also has variation. And one of them is that carom ball that we so often hear about. As a batsman, it's just something you've got to be aware of. Make sure you see it, you play nice and straight, and don't look to play across the line. As soon as the line is a bit wider, for me it's almost a free hit to go, you know what, it's an off spinner coming into me, I'm going to get my foot down, make sure my head's in line, and really try and hit through the line of it. That way I can really make the Indian captain, Virat Kohli, say, okay, we're going to have to get a fielder out there. See, there you go, that one there in particular, although I didn't really get hold of it, was really wide of the off stump. So it meant that there was no chance of me getting out LBW, which nowadays with DRS, a lot of players are a lot more nervous about playing that sweep, because they think to themselves, gee, if I miss that one, I could be out. But if the off spinner is bowling wide of off stump, because I'm standing on off stump, I know that I've got a free hit. As long as I don't get a top edge or play it back onto my stumps and I keep my head on the line of the ball, I've got a very good chance of getting some runs.